£17 million. That is the value. That is the amount that Celtic want. Minimum, bare minimum, for JOSIP Juranovic. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. As you know, JOSIP Juranovic, he has been talked about for a long time now. Even before this World Cup started, there was interest in the summer. Clubs wanted to sign JOSIP Juranovic, but he hasn't done himself any harm in taking Croatia and helping Croatia get all the way to the semi-finals. They had some big wins on that road, including a huge win against Brazil, knocking them out of the competition, defeating the favourites like that. That was massive. Yeah, they might have lost 3-0 to Argentina, but they still put up a good fight. That was a pretty even game. 3-0 didn't do them justice, and JOSIP Juranovic played a big part in this Croatian side reaching the semi-final, so it's only natural that his value has went up, and his value has been spoken about for a long time. People were kind of unsure on what to rate the guy. Some people were saying he should go for more than what Tierney went for. Some people says that he's not as good as Tierney, he's a lot older than Tierney, and he should go for less. Well, it appears that we have a number. We're at least in the correct ballpark now, as Celtic have reportedly told Torino, who are the first club since the World Cup started, to make a move for JOSIP Juranovic. According to the Daily Record, at least. I don't know how reliable that that paper is, but the Daily Record are confirming, they're reporting that Celtic have told Torino that they will need to at least double their record transfer fee, which currently sits at 8.5 million. So that would mean Celtic want at least a minimum of 17 million for the Croatian right back JOSIP Juranovic. Now, 17 million, do I think that's about right? Honestly, I don't think it's a bad offer, but I think Celtic could get more, because they talk about JOSIP Juranovic as being this great player. And he is a good player, there's no denying that. You've got to take in consideration this World Cup. This World Cup must have increased his transfer value. It has to have increased his transfer value. Plus, not to mention, he's got a lot of years left on his contract. I believe his contract is all the way through to 2026. So he's got 3.5 years left on his current deal. So there's no way that a club's going to get him for cheap. And Celtic can hold out. I'd actually be surprised if they only got 17 million. There was reports in the summer that Premier League clubs were willing to come in for JOSIP Juranovic, and I would expect that those kind of clubs would be willing to pay at least 17 million, 20 million, 25 million, and then you factor in his impressive World Cup. I think his price has increased, and I think it's more than 17 million. So I would be shocked. I would be. I don't think he'll go for huge amounts. I don't think it'll be like a record-breaking. I remember Chelsea were being tipped to pay 50 million at the start of the season. That's nonsense, man. They ain't getting 50 million. But I wouldn't be surprised if they're more around about the Tierney value. I could even see them breaking the Tierney value. I could see them potentially maybe getting 25, 26, 27, 28. I could also see it being a bit less than 25, but I think it will be more than 17. And I'd be a bit surprised if Celtic let him go for 17. But the one thing I will say is I do think his time is up, because they did sign Alistair Johnston, who is a right back. They have Anthony Ralston, whatever he wants to be called these days, as another right back who's always pushing. He always wants to start games. He's hoping he can break into the Celtic starting 11 to do his Scotland career the world of good as well. But also Celtic have been reportedly interested in signing a new right back, as they have joined the transfer race for Ivan Frenaza, who is a 19-year-old Spanish right back who plays for Real Valladolid. So there you go. It looks like Celtic aren't just content with signing Alistair Johnston. They're also interested in signing this teenage Spaniard who is apparently going to be the next big thing. So that would confirm to me that JOSIP Juranovic is gone. He will definitely leave Celtic. I guess it's just a matter of how much money Celtic get for him. And as for Torino, I kind of see JOSIP Juranovic going to a bigger club than Torino. Now, Torino do have a Croatian manager, so maybe that could tempt him. That could be something that interests him, because a lot of times you will see that players, it appeals to them to play under a manager from the same nation. However, I think JOSIP Juranovic could potentially move to a bigger club than Torino. If you look at the headlines, if you look at the news, there's been so many clubs reportedly interested in Juranovic, and to me, I just don't see him going to Torino. Even the likes of Barcelona, Atletico Madrid are clubs that Juranovic has been linked with. So I think it would be a bit of a shocker if he decided that he ended up at Torino. To me, I don't see Torino as a valid option. I don't think he will go there. And the fact that they have spent their maximum transfer fees, 8.5 million, are they really just going to double that minimum out of the blue to sign JOSIP Juranovic? I personally don't see it. I see Juranovic probably, I think Atletico Madrid maybe, or maybe even a move to like England. I think he could maybe go to like a mid-table team in England. I don't really see him going to a team higher than that. I mean, he has been linked to Chelsea and Man United in the past. I mean, potentially, who knows, maybe, but I don't see that. For me, I think he'd be more likely to go to like a mid-table Premier team, maybe something like a Brighton. I could see JOSIP Juranovic somewhere like that. But yeah, I don't think he'll be at a team competing for top four. And I just don't see him going to Torino either. I don't really see that at all. But anyway, guys, that's it. I think Atletico Madrid would be a good destination for him, but we'll see. I think the one thing for sure is Juranovic will be leaving Celtic. I expect him to go in January. I don't think he'll wait to the summer. I mean, Celtic have just brought in Alistair Johnson. I don't see them having 3 right backs, and they're even looking at another right back. So they could, if they do not sell Juranovic and they bring in this young teenager, they could have 4 right backs at the club that all want to be the starting right back, and that's just not going to happen. So I think Juranovic will definitely go in January. It's just a matter of how much and which club wants to take him. There's a lot of clubs that want to take him, but there's also, you have to understand which clubs he wants to go to and which clubs he doesn't, and I'd be surprised if he picks Torino. Anyway, guys, that's it. Let us know your opinions down below. Do you think Torino is a viable option? Do you think JOSIP Juranovic is a Torino level, or do you think he's slightly above that? For me, I think Torino's like a sidestep. I don't think Torino is an improvement on Celtic. I would be shocked. I'd be shocked if he goes to Torino. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. I will catch you in the next one. And until then, leave a like, leave a subscription, comment, and I will catch you later. Till then, though, peace.